Every year, I feel like print-on-demand sellers underestimate just how many sales take place in the month of October for print-on-demand t-shirt costumes. As simple and as obvious as it sounds, it's one of the best opportunities that you can bank on coming every single year. Even during COVID, when I don't even know if people celebrated Halloween, they were still selling. So what I want to share with you first is the Google Trends data. I always like to say, don't take me at my word. Let me show you some data to back up why we're doing this video. So this is the search interest on Google for Halloween costume shirt. And you can see it sees a massive peak basically in that last week of October. Of course, it peaks right around October for the people that waited till the last second, but it really starts to pick up in the first week of September, which is where we are today. You can see that we get to about 10% of the peak demand in that first week of September, where we have 2 months of sales to look forward to. So there's no better time than now to start listing on Etsy and on Amazon. Now, speaking of Etsy, I went to Etsy, I searched for Halloween costume shirt. And because I have the Everbee Chrome extension, I can, oh, this one's freaky. You see this? I can scroll and see how many people buy this stuff. So actually they're doing about 7 sales a month and have done almost 200,000 views. Pretty insane. Now, what you notice when you scroll is most of these are not selling, and it's not because they're not good listings. It's because, well, number one, it's not in peak demand. We're at about 10% demand right now. Number two, you can actually see the listing age. So all 3 of these really quality listings are only a month old. So they're new. People are getting out ahead of Halloween. A lot of these actually are 0 sales, and that's recent sales, not all-time sales. Now, if you want to infringe on Disney, you can make, 137 sales a month. The only thing is I'm not going to do that because I don't want to lose my seller account here on Etsy. So if we keep scrolling, what you'll notice is there is no shortage of people offering group Halloween costumes, because you might make, let's just say you make 1 sale a week, but they're group costumes. Chances are your average order value is going to be quite high. You're going to sell multiple products in that one order. According to Everbee, this bestseller right here for the Uno cards is doing about 164 sales a month, which is incredible. And it's a relatively new listing, only 1 month old. So this is exactly what we're here for. Now, I'm also going to open up Everbee's product analytics. If you have the Chrome extension, you can do this using the sidebar. And I'm going to search for Halloween costume shirt. And I'm going to search their entire database of 130 million listings. Then I'm going to change the time frame to all time. And I'm going to sort by total sales. So we're looking at their massive database, sorting by total sales, and just looking at what the biggest winners are that they've indexed from Etsy. So it looks like this shirt right here has done a total of 15,000 sales. It's an M&M themed shirt, and it's multicolor. The next one, crayon themed shirts, done 13,200 sales, done almost $150,000 in revenue. The next one is Camp Half-Blood shirt from Percy Jackson. I think it's a movie, right? The next one is another crayon shirt. Next one is the Disney elves from, was it Snow White? So I'm not doing anything Disney, but that has done $140,000 in revenue. As we go down, condiments, group matching condiment shirts. Now that one, surely we're not gonna have to worry about infringement, right? Let's open up this listing and take a closer look. It's already in 6 carts, by the way. So this monthly sales number will update to account for the fact that it's not like a real-time daily update, but it will update in time as it gets closer to peak demand. And you can already see in 6 carts, indicating that interest is certainly spiking. I love this idea, and they don't have any brands. They just have the different condiments on the shirt, and then they offer different colors for each one. I want to show you guys how easy it is to execute this. So let's go to Printify. If you guys are not already selling on Printify, use my link below, open a free account, and use my code to get a free month of Printify Premium to capture maximum profits with the lowest fulfillment costs. So I selected the Comfort Colors 1717 shirt in this example. You don't have to. This one actually carries a higher price tag. It might be better. Let's go back to the catalog and let's click t-shirts. And instead of the Comfort Colors 1717, which honestly is a hugely, wildly popular shirt, but has a higher price tag, and I think for the Halloween costume shirts, it's mainly probably throwaway shirts, so it probably makes more sense to go with the lower price tag. Let's go with the Gildan 5000 here. It is tried and true. Fulfillment starts as low as $5.65 with Printify Premium. You cannot beat that. Without Printify Premium, fulfillment starts at $8.39. So either way, you're in good hands. I'm going to keep the decoration method as DTG instead of embroidery. I'm going to hit start designing. It's going to take us to Printify's design tool where we can design all of our shirts. Now, I don't actually want to design these. I already downloaded a bundle for the condiment themed shirts and I've uploaded them here to Printify. So I'm just going to go to my library and start with the soy sauce shirt. Now, I don't want to sell a white soy sauce shirt. When I think of soy sauce, I think of brown. So let me move myself maybe to the other side of the screen and let's look for a dark brown, maybe the dark chocolate. Now, the next design I want to offer is salsa. So I need to find a red. How about this antique cherry red? I think that's going to work. Now I'm going to hit back on select variants and you see that Printify lets me make a specific design for antique cherry red. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to delete soy sauce and then I'm going to click and add salsa. And I can verify this works now by clicking the dark chocolate. You can see it switches the shirt color. It switches the design to soy sauce. And then if I click antique cherry red, it has my salsa design. Printify makes it easier than anybody else to offer multiple designs in one listing without any extra work or extra headache. I absolutely love how they do this. So next one is salad cream. Now I'm going to just venture a guess because I don't really know what that is. I'm going to offer that on ash. Assume it's white. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. And I'm going to hit make a specific design. I'm going to delete soy sauce and I will add salad cream. I could see it being green there too. What is salad cream? Salad cream. Okay, it is a little bit like off-white. So I think that's close enough. The next one is going to be relish. So we're going to go to select variants. We're going to find that nice relishy green. How about neon green? Love that. Go back, make a specific design, and I'm going to add relish. Boom, another one done. The next one is ranch dressing. So you already guessed it. Let's go to white. We'll just do white for ranch dressing. We'll make a specific design for this, and we will add our ranch dressing. The next one was horseradish. So we can do the same. I'll go to select variants. We'll do the ice gray for the horseradish, make a specific design, delete soy sauce, add horseradish. Next one is going to be yellow mustard. Perfect. Let's go to variants, go down here to yellow. That's weird. That yellow is called safety green. Like that looks like mustard to me, right? But maybe we can do a little bit better. The daisy. There we go. Daisy. Make specific design, delete soy sauce. And where did mustard go? Yellow mustard. Boom. I believe the next one was honey mustard. So maybe we find a more orangish, like gold maybe. Yeah, that looks like honey mustard, right? Make specific design. Where's honey mustard? Right there. Okay, the next one said mayonnaise, but didn't we already do mayonnaise or did I dream that up? We did ranch dressing. No, we didn't do mayonnaise. Interesting. So we're going to have to find another kind of white for mayonnaise. We'll just do ash and go back, specific design, and we'll add mayonnaise there. Maybe I should have reserved the full white for mayonnaise. Oh, well. In real life, you could always correct it. For this tutorial, let's just keep it rolling. Tomato ketchup is next. Select variation. Where's red? Boom. Make specific design for red. Add tomato ketchup. The next one was grape jelly. So we need to find a nice full purple design. By the way, another benefit of the Gildan 5000 is that there are so many just colors to choose from. You know what I mean? We haven't struggled to find a color yet. When we needed 5 different shades of white, we had all 5 shades. So pretty good. Okay, the next one was a hot chili. So let's find a, let's see, are there any other off reds? Maybe not. Okay, we'll go here to the cardinal red for the hot chili. I think that's a nice full red for chili. Back to the library, hot chili. The next one is barbecue sauce. So again, we'll find a nice brown, maybe down here at the bottom. Nope, not there. Where's brown? Where's brown? Brown Savannah. Yeah, I think that looks good for barbecue sauce. Right here, barbecue. And then what was the last one down there? It was avocado guac. So we just need one more green and then we're good to go. So I'm going to do, oops, we've maxed out the number of variations, guys. So what we might want to do is, because we have so many whites, honestly, I have no problem removing salad cream because I don't really know what that is. So I will undo the ash variant, and then I'm going to go ahead and enable this electric green and make a specific design. And we're going to do the avocado guac. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different variations for our product listing. We can go ahead and save product. And on the next screen, we'll do our SEO, our search engine optimization, and select our mockups. So Printify is going to generate all the mockups for us. Now I went ahead and unselected all the defaults, and you can go across the top here and see the different mockup models that Printify has for us. Personally, I like this one with a little bit of texture. And what I'm going to do is just click select all. Now the issue is if we're pushing to Etsy, you cannot push 13. So you're going to have to unselect a few. But what you can do is get a little bit creative, and you can combine some of these. Like for instance, if we go back to Etsy, like what do you notice about this best-selling listing right here? They put 20 different designs on shirts in the primary mockup. So I'd suggest you do something like that. And you can do that working with these mockups that Printify has generated for us. Then go to save selection. So what I'm saying is you don't have to push all of them from Printify to Etsy. You can essentially grab those images, save them locally on your machine, or just pull them into Canva, create your pristine finalized mockups, and then edit them in Etsy after you publish the listing. Now, speaking of publishing the listing, you're gonna wanna go ahead and do all of your title optimization here. For instance, to me, like number one, I'm gonna be studying this bestseller. I'm gonna be looking at what they did correctly that's earning them their, all these sales that they've made in the past. Like they have 235,000 views historically over the past, almost 6 years. But it's group condiment shirts, matching condiment Halloween costume party shirt, 2025 softball tournament shirt. Who knew? Adults, youth, ketchup, ranch tea. So if we're not offering youth size, we don't want to include that, but you could essentially do something along these lines. For this example, I'm just copy pasting it in. You can set your description or use the default Printify. Come down here. If you want to offer personalization, which in this case, I don't see how it makes sense to, you could do that. You can edit your pricing, then publish it to Etsy, and within minutes, you're going to have your listing on Etsy available for sale. And if and when it sells, Printify will fulfill the orders to your customer automatically. My favorite part is because it's group costumes, your average order value is going to be sky high. You can expect to make multiple t-shirt sales per order when normally when you sell print on demand, what do you usually see? You see quantity of one. In this case, you're going to see quantity of more than one because anybody who's buying it is buying it to wear it with a group. So you can look forward to that. It's why it's one of my favorite opportunities every year. Thank you for watching. Go out there, get after it, list some group Halloween costume t-shirts on Etsy and Amazon, and good luck.